Stay with me for a moment in time. Enter as you are. This is a station for regulation through walking and stillness. These are stations. Enter where you arrive. There's a kind of tired that sleep does not touch. Not muscle tired, not work tired. A deeper tired that lives under your posture, under your voice, under how you move through a room. You might notice it when you finally sit down and your shoulders do not drop. Or when silence shows up and your body does not soften into it. Or when nothing is wrong, and something in you still stays braced. You're not broken for that. Most people do not realize how long they've been holding a shape that was never meant to be permanent. They learned it quietly, from pressure, from uncertainty, from needing to be ready before they were ready. So the body adapted, the mind adapted, the nervous system learned a rhythm that never really shut off. And now that rhythm feels like your personality. It feels like you're normal. It feels like who you are. But it is not who you are. It is what you carried. There is a difference. You might notice how you stay slightly ahead of the moment, how your attention scans, even when nothing is happening, how rest still feels like something you have to earn, how stillness feels unfamiliar instead of safe. None of that came from nowhere. It came from repetition, from time, from days that required more of you than you had, from seasons where staying alert mattered more than staying soft. So you stayed alert. And you stayed that way long after the season ended. Most people never mark the moment when the threat left, but the posture stayed. They just keep living inside the posture. They call it discipline. They call it ambition. They call it being driven. They call it being responsible. But underneath the labels, it is just a body that never got the message that it could stand down. If you feel a quiet heaviness hearing that, that is not insight. That is recognition. This is not about fixing it. This is not about changing it. This is not about making anything better. This is just about noticing the load you have been carrying without naming it as a load. Noticing how long you have been doing it. Noticing how normal it has felt. Noticing how invisible it has been to everyone else. These are stations. Enter where you arrive. You do not have to put it down today. You do not have to solve anything. You do not have to make a new decision. You only have to let the truth of it exist without explaining it away. You have been carrying this longer than you knew. Posture is my responsibility. Direction is my choice. Wisdom is not theory. Wisdom is applied knowledge. Walking is the practice. Wisdom is what emerges. Take only what resonates. And until then, I'll see you when you arrive again.